Hi, welcome to our daily devotions. I hope everybody is feeling well today, doing well, being healthy. Looks like we're live everywhere. I broadcast this now on 3 different platforms. I broadcast live on Facebook. Hi, Facebook. I broadcast live on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. And I broadcast live on the Goddess Temple app. Hi, Goddess Temple app. I have 3 different devices going. And this is because I'm collecting counts for the Million Mantra Guanyin Project, Guanyin's Millionaires. And so I'm allowing people to count with me and add their counts to the total count. There are 9 other women who are dedicated to each doing 100,000 recitations of Guanyin's mantras with me, and I will be doing the 100,000 as well. And then we have our support team of a few other women who are each chanting, not necessarily every single day, but adding their counts. And that will help supplement in case anybody drops out or can't finish or loses track somewhere along the way. When you're doing mantra recitation counts, lots of things can happen. So we've got those counts. And then I'm allowing you, the people who find me in social media, however, to also add your counts. So if you're watching this broadcast today or any day, and you chant along with me the whole set of the mantras, please do me a favor and put in the comments 108. That's how many we do in one sitting. And that way, then I'm able to note that. And I have a wonderful, little notebook where I'm notating all of our counts. And I'm excited about this project because in this culture, the word millionaire usually refers to money and refers to having or holding financial, financial energy in a particular amount. But this project is to help us all remember that we can be mantra millionaires, and that when we leave these bodies and go on to whatever the next steps are in our personal universe, we cannot bring money with us. We cannot bring our longing for security and financial well-being with us. And we certainly can't bring any pride that we have money with us. What can we bring? We can bring our mantra recitation, spiritual practice, and most importantly, we can bring the devotion and character that we have co-created doing Dharma practice with us out of this life and into the next life. So I hope that you will post your counts at the end today and every day. And as part of this, if you are doing this practice regularly over time and you notice, oh, like I'm really into this and I'm doing it, then you're welcome to reach out to me either on the messages section of the Goddess Temple app or in Facebook Messenger, or you can comment in YouTube and let me know how I can reach you, and I'll come find you. And I will add you to the Guanyin's Millionaires group in the Goddess Temple app. It's a secret group. You've got to do the practice in order to join it. So if you feel like, oh yeah, I'm digging this, I'm part of this, and you really feel like you want to dedicate the next couple of years to accumulating these mantras with us, be welcome. Just let me know. We are in the United States still processing a remarkable and alarming number of COVID cases. In order for me to honor the spirits of those passing, back in the spring, I started a practice called Sitting with the Dead. Once a month, we get together in a Zoom with other sensitive practitioners, and we hold space for those who have passed due to COVID. I had planned to continue this through the end of the year, and then I had hoped we would be done. It does not look like COVID will be over by December. So I will be gathering in the new year and continuing. And as we've gone on, Sitting with the Dead has become about more than just COVID. It's become a way that we can gather to honor our deceased ancestors and friends, people who have gone on from our lives even a long time ago, people with whom we didn't feel quite resolved. It's a sacred, peaceful, sanctuary working space, spiritual working space for people who need to do some work with those who have crossed over. So if you'd like to be included in that, I have a Facebook group about it. I have a group in the Goddess Temple app about it. And for you on YouTube, you can find that group in either of those two places. Just look on Facebook under Sitting with the Dead. The icon is a chair, an empty chair in a cemetery. On the Goddess Temple app, you can go look for Sitting with the Dead and you can join. And we usually sit the fourth Saturday of the month. So we have one coming up at the end of this month, right after Thanksgiving, I think. Right before or right after? I'll have to look. But either way, it's in my calendar in the app and it's in the calendar in the group. Other things that are going on, this is just my little, tell you what's going on. We have in the Goddess Temple app a Tea and Tarot group and a Crystal Visions group. Tea and Tarot meets once a month. Crystal Visions will be a live class that happens once a month starting in January. And I'll be teaching those. And actually what we have for Tea and Tarot this month, I'm super excited about. We're going to be, see the plastic is still on it. We're going to be unboxing the Mushroom Tarot. I'm super excited to see this new deck. It won't be an exhaustive unboxing like we did with the Pistis Sophia Tarot. With that one, we went through absolutely every card, but that's a majors only deck. With the Mushroom Tarot, it's a full 78 cards, so we won't be able to go through every single card in our Tea and Tarot gathering, but we'll get through quite a few of them, and we'll certainly be looking at the suits. And the Mushroom Tarot people, when I got my deck, they sent me this funny sticker. It makes me laugh every time I look at it. It says, the Mushroom Tarot, in the name of the hyphae, the spore, and the holy host. I don't know why, but I just think that's so cute and funny. So I hope that you'll join me. And the Tea and Tarot gathering is for members of the Mandala members of the Goddess Temple app. The cost to become a Mandala member of the Goddess Temple app is $59.99. It gives you a year access to a bunch of different classes that I'm teaching, gatherings, online, full moon, and we have a womb wisdom circle for the dark moon. We do a variety of different seasonal offerings. Like I just did a 13 days of ancestral healing class in October. I'm going to be doing a gratitude class for the week of Thanksgiving, and I'm going to be doing a year-end cleanse and reset for the end of the calendar year. So that's my big long commercial. Thank you for listening. And now let's dive into today's practice. The other candle I've been using is finally coming to its end up here behind me, so we have a new candle starting today. I got this candle and the one that's up there in Mexico City on Dia de los Muertos 2 years ago, and so I've been saving them for a special occasion and launching this practice for Santa Muerte this year qualified as the special occasion. We make friends with death. Madre mía, Santa Muerte, ante las dificultades de la vida, ayúdame. En mis desaciertos, ilumíname. En mis soledades acompáñeme. En las horas difíciles consuélame. En más tentaciones defiéndeme. En las peñas y tristezas fortaléceme. Con tu inmenso poder protégeme. Con tu infinito amor ámame. Con tu gran bondad mírame. Con tu mano providente guíame. Así sea por siempre. Amen. And our divination today and for this whole month of November comes from Veronica Iglesias, Ann Key, and Ramona Snoteo, the artist who created the Jade Oracle. So let's see, what is the message today? This is a wonderful oracle deck that has fantastic history and representations of Aztec deities. And it's a good way for us to learn about this significant culture of Mesoamerica, whose inventions influenced a lot of what we even see and enjoy in Mexican culture and beyond today. Today is Coatlicue, she of the serpent skirt, la de la falda de serpientes. Opened right to it. Coatlicue is an emanation of the spirit of the earth, and her myth figures heavily in the Aztec migration story. Coatlicue literally means skirt of snakes. She is associated with death, the fertility of the earth, and medicinal plants. All healers call upon her. In mythology, she gave birth to the moon, the stars, and Huitzilopochtli. Tosi and Cihuacuatl were aspects of her. Coatlicue embodies the dark and the light, all that is opposite and complementary. And I should just say, this is very powerful that she embodies that liminal space of dark and light, and that borderland between those two. Because today in the Mayan calendar, now the Maya are separate from the Aztecs, but they have similar calendars, not exactly identical, but very similar. The Mayan calendar today, it's Hun Acabal, which is first day of the Trecena, the 13-day cycle, in Acabal, which is the duality of day and night and that twilight space in between. So Coatlicue, our Aztec goddess, embodying both the dark and the light, is showing up on today, Hun Acabal, in our Mayan calendar. And this is just one of those things where you see Mesoamerican culture is layered. You can't sort of define these hard boundaries here and here and here. You can sort of look at periods, but they were rolling periods, and there are a lot of different indigenous peoples within each of these time periods who wouldn't be strictly considered adherents to one way or another way. There's a lot of overlap, and Mayan Aki Shunihiron, who has been teaching me for the last few years, the last 2 years, about the Mayan calendar, even noted to me that she herself has studied a couple different Mayan calendars as well as the Aztec calendar so that she can understand the whole breadth of the Mesoamerican relationship to time, which is also fundamentally a relationship to space and phenomena. So here we are with Coatlicue, with her serpents, which connote knowledge and transformation and relationship to the earth, and also with her duality of light and dark, all that is opposite and complementary. When you need to be grounded in the earth or connect with your heart and cut attachments, very good time for us to do this, according to local astrologer Glenn Arthur Kaufman. Now, this month and before the winter solstice is a good time to be cutting attachments and cleaning out, he calls it to clean out the cup, empty the cup of the last 37 years, he says. So when it's time to be grounded in our heart and cut attachments, Coatlicue invites you to reinvent yourself and to let go of what does not serve you. This archetype taps into the ancient wisdom of recurring cycles, helping you understand the lessons so that you can become your best and highest self. And here's a quote. Each time that a woman heals herself, she helps me to heal the earth that is me. That is so powerful. I'm going to say that again. Each time that a woman heals herself, she helps me to heal the earth that is me. All is sacred. So today, let's pay close attention to our messages from the earth and earthly messengers. Let's pay attention to this time of release and transformation. Let's embrace the freshness of a new trecena with Hun Akabal, which means that the next 13 days are under the influence of Akabal, which will bring that polarity and duality as well as the liminality to every day. And let's pay close attention to how we can heal the earth that is ourselves. So that's our short bit today. Not super short, a little on the longer side, but I had a lot to say. And I hope you enjoyed what I had to say today. And now if you'd like to stay on for Guanyin practice, you're welcome to stay and count. And if you count, please let me know what your count is. And let's begin with 3 prostrations before the shrine. Sorry for all the noise as I'm getting my prostrations in. I had to close the door and block out a little naughty cat. And okay. Now let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention today, a person, place, situation, or circumstance that will benefit from our practice. And let's recite the Four Immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering for Guan Yin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Omahum. 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 Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guan Yin, remain until the end of samsaric existence, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. And now let's awaken Guan Yin within our hearts with 108 recitations of Namo Guan Yin Pusa, envisioning that golden pink green light from within our hearts starts to just suffuse outward and create a sphere of light all around us. and that then we are in her presence. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Quan Shi Yin Pusa. 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 And a mindfulness teaching from Guru Rinpoche. Whatever actions you engage in, do not do anything non-dharmic that fails to become the accumulation of merit and wisdom. Do not desire anything other than omniscient Buddhahood and benefiting sentient beings. Do not be attached to anything. Attachment itself is the root of bondage. Do not criticize other teachings and do not disparage people. All the teachings are ultimately indivisible, like the taste of salt. Do not criticize any of the higher or lower vehicles. They are identical in being the path to be journeyed, just like the steps on a staircase. You cannot know another person unless you can perceive with super knowledge, so do not criticize others. In general, all sentient beings are by their very nature spontaneously perfect Buddhas. They possess the essence of enlightenment. Do not examine other people's faults or delusions. Do not examine the limitations of others. Examine how you can change your own. Do not examine the shortcomings of others, but examine your own shortcomings. The greatest of evils is to hold religious prejudice and to criticize other people without knowing their mind. So give up prejudice as if it were poison. When I chose this practice prayer for us to do at the beginning, starting at the beginning of November, I chose this a couple months ago after reading this passage from the book Dakini Teachings. And it is challenging, isn't it? It's challenging not to criticize others. I fail every single day at this aspiration. That's why I do the prayer. I do the prayer because I fail every single day so far. But with hope, eventually saying this prayer every day will really deeply, deeply sink into me, and I will fail less. 108 recitations now of Om Mani Padme Hum, and we send out this heart light that we've been holding for the benefit of all beings. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechen Yeshe Wangmo. Om Swasti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss, Yeshe Wangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guan Yin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. And wishing everybody a really good day. If you have chanted with me, make sure to put 108 in the comments. And if you would like to be added to the Guanyin's Millionaires group in the Goddess Temple app, please send me a message and let me know. All right, everybody, have a good one. Bye.